Is your car really an asset? Today we will be clarifying the differences between personal assets and personal liabilities. So, what exactly are real assets? The financial accounting definition of an asset says that it is any resource that is owned by the business, any tangible or intangible asset that can be owned or controlled to produce value in the future. However, as far as personal assets are concerned, in reality, an asset is only something that puts money in your pocket. So, why exactly is car really not an asset? An automobile is a depreciating asset. As it ages, it loses value rapidly and drastically. The moment you drive it off from the dealers, the vehicle starts to depreciate. Your car's value typically decreases about 20 to 30% just by the end of the first year. In first 5 years, it can lose up to 60% or more of its initial value. Few reasons why buying a brand new car is not the right decision. You will be taking out a huge loan for buying something that loses 30% of its value in the first year. Your hard earned money will all be lost in the depreciation of the car, so why do it in the first place? Secondly, half your life is spent worrying about the maintenance of the car, which is very frankly quite expensive and recurring. Constant stress. Thirdly, being a younger adult, you might still have to pay off a student loan or you might have just bought your first home, which means EMI is involved. Whatever your situation is, you are likely to have at least one or two debts that you carry. The purchase of a car will affect these existing debts. Perhaps it will make them harder to pay off, forcing you to make more sacrifices or take longer to bring these debts down. There is a good chance that a car will have its weekly costs, for example, fuel expenses. And on top of it, if you live in a major city, fuel prices tend to be higher in these areas. Next, when we talk about commitment, there are monthly payments involved in this. First of all, there's your car loan, assuming that you are going to finance your own car. Secondly, there is the insurance premium, which is a necessary evil. You've also got to budget for other expenses such as vehicle performance, maintenance, emergency repairs, occasional body work, tire replacements, etc. These are expenses that are usually the most costly and the most burdensome. There are some holistic reasons to consider apart from the financial reasons too. You are at an age where spending means going out with friends, traveling, experiencing new things, and just living your life. It's great to have a car, but if it gets in the way of enjoying your life, it will be more of a burden than a blessing. So think about how your car will affect your lifestyle before rushing out to buy one. You can buy a vehicle with good credit, but you may end up having poor credit if the car is too expensive for your means. Ultimately, you want to buy a car that is affordable, making it easy for you to make all these payments without any struggle. If you're not confident in this, then you should think twice about buying a vehicle. So, how exactly can your car become an asset? As I said before, something becomes an asset when it earns you money. The caveat here is that the income from the car needs to be more than your expenses. There should be a positive inflow. The most common way of earning from your car would be to rent it out. Once you start earning enough to cover your expenses and then some more, your car will become an asset. However, this is not possible with all cars. Only luxury and distinguished cars have been known to be able to convert themselves into assets for their owners. Alternatives to buying a car. So, what can you do if you don't have to buy a car? The first and foremost option is Uber or any other car for hire option. It is incredibly convenient. A 20-minute ride lets you produce 30 emails, conduct 5 phone conversations, and be as productive as possible. That in turn helps you make money. The second alternative is waiting till you reach a financially stable period in your life when you aren't held down by any other major debt constraints. You have to remember that buying a car is not a race. Therefore, this may not be possible at the start of your career, but down the road, it is very much possible. Thirdly, a car these days is not a necessity. So ask yourself if you really need to incur that expense at the beginning of your earning days or if you can afford to wait for some time. I hope this presentation was insightful and will help you make the right decision. Thank you.